my purpose for going to the movies is to have fun. Now, when I go to the movies with my girl, shout out to everybody who used to watch my old Facebook videos back in the days when I used to just scare my girl every day, like different ways of scaring her ass here. She's one of those chicks that's easy to get scared. You know what I'm saying? So when we watching a scary movie, it's a lot of fun because even if I'm not really that scared, you know, there's always gonna be that part of that movie when it's like you hear some shit going down and then doom, like you open the refrigerator door and then you close it and there's a nigga standing right there. You know, there's always gonna be that doom moment. You know what I'm saying? So what I do is when we watch movies together, you know, I make sure we're sitting close, and whenever it gets to that moment, I go like this, like I'll shake mad hard. I'll be like, you know what I'm saying? And it's funny, and she'll get scared. And you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of fun. So if you got a girl that's scary, same thing, ladies. If you're man too, a lot of niggas be scared too. If you got a scary ass dude or whatever, this is a movie that's gonna have a lot of those moments of doom. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's the right way to describe it, but one of those oh shit moments. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So that movie got a lot of those moments in it. Now, as far as actual horror, it's not gory horror. Right? It's not blood and guts and all that shit. No, it's more of the suspense, like, yo, you in a dark cave and, you know what I'm saying, you already know there's no way out, there's no way back, and this nigga turn around, you turn back around and there's a nigga with a black hood on or some shit and he disappear, like, all that kind of shit. Like I said, overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, I had fun in that movie. Alright, so if I go to the movies and I spend $40 on the movie theater and all that, if I have when I go to see those kind of suspense movies, if I have a good 5 to 10 moments, yo, you know what I'm saying? Then I got my money's worth. Now, if you watch a whole movie and everything is like so predictable, you're like, oh, you know, as soon as this nigga open the door, somebody's gonna be right there. As soon as you turn around, somebody's gonna be right there with a knife. Then it's whack. But this movie was kind of unpredictable, and when I go to movies like that too, let me know if y'all do that too. When I see there's like 7 niggas in the movie, I try to calculate on who's gonna be the first nigga to die. Usually it's the black guy. Yo, that's just real talk, yo. Usually the black guy's the first nigga to go. Whatever, you know, it is what it is. Not on some racial shit, but a lot of times the black nigga need to go first. Like, if you watch this, and let me tell you why I said, if you watch that As Above, So Below, this black nigga now, he fucking getting scared about shit. He's falling, tripping all over the place. He's fucking hyperventilating. He's one of them niggas that you like, all right, nigga, you shouldn't have even came to this whole shit. Fuck you doing going down in this tunnel with these motherfuckers, yo. You need to get it first, yo. You know, so sometimes you want the nigga to get it first just to prove a point. Like, nigga, we don't do that, yo. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so like I said, you know, I like to calculate who gets it first. And if I'm wrong, then that movie is good. Like, normally you could predict, like, all right, this bitch, she about to die. This nigga, he getting ready to die. Oh, this chick, she just fell down. She getting ready to die. Oh, they getting ready to have sex in the middle of the night, in the forest. They gonna die, yo. So this was one of those movies that you couldn't really predict who's gonna die first and how they gonna die. So it kind of had you watching this shit, and the whole scenery of the movie, as far as being in the catacombs and shit. I don't know if y'all do research and all that, but, you know, the catacombs are a real place. So, you know, it's just more realistic and more believable knowing that it's a real place. So, that movie was a go. Now, what am I going to see next? I don't know, but I just read online that they got Taken Part 3 coming out. I don't know who the fuck they gonna take now. They already took the daughter. They already took him and his wife. I mean, who they gonna take next? The daughter's boyfriend? They gonna take the dog? They might take one of his boys now, like, you know, his little team that usually helps him out. Who knows, yo? So Taken 3, I definitely looking forward to seeing that. Yo, did y'all see the preview for Dracula? Yo, Dracula looks sick. Alright, so I definitely want to see Dracula. Quentin Tarantino got a new movie coming out that some Western shit. No, matter of fact, that some military kind of, you know, some shit. I don't know. Wasn't too impressed. But they do have the Brad Pitt, the Inglourious Bastards Part 2. Even though it's not called that, it's some other shit. But that looked kind of tough too. Whatever. And of course, SpongeBob. I gotta see SpongeBob because my nigga Squidward, yo. Now, shout out to everybody who watched SpongeBob. If you don't have kids, you probably don't watch it. But anybody who have kids, you at some point you end up having to watch SpongeBob. SpongeBob has a lot of adult humor in it. That's one thing I realized. 'Cause my daughter used to always make me watch SpongeBob. Couldn't stand that shit. I couldn't stand watching cartoons and all that. But I used to watch SpongeBob with her and realize that there's a lot of adult humor in SpongeBob. And my favorite character of SpongeBob is that nigga Squidward, yo. So I will watch SpongeBob maybe. But then again, my daughter now, she'll be 11, so she's almost out of that stage. It's like she don't even really care about that kind of shit no more. But whatever. I'll probably take her to see that, and I act like I'm watching it with her, but I really watch it for myself. Anyway, hit me up in the comments. Let me know in the next video, do y'all want to hear about movies again or whatever? Or is this some shit that y'all don't care about? Like, niggas, y'all want to just wait and go see for yourself? Who knows? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm having fun. I've been working all week on my 24/7 grind. So when I do these videos, it's the same for y'all cats at home that's watching them. Like, a lot of cats been hitting me up like, yo, I love the Amazon Warrior videos. These, I get to relax, have a drink. I've been driving this truck all week. I've been, working at this office all week. I've been lifting these boxes all week. I've been, working as a prison guard, smacking niggas in the head all week. Now I get to come home and relax. It's the same shit with me. You know what I'm saying? The only difference is, yeah, I can't respond to y'all in real time, but I'm enjoying this shit. I'm having fun too, just like y'all. So all y'all cats that send me DMs, all y'all cats that send me suggestions for products and all that, all y'all cats that like and comment on the videos and all that, I see all of y'all. All right, so this shot is for y'all. Let's drink up, bitches. Now, if you're keeping score at home, I don't know how many shots we had already, but we having fun though. Labor Day weekend, we having fun. Like I said, I'm going out. I'm getting fully turned up tonight, so I'm gonna try to take it. A little bit light. How much we handle on this bottle? All right, so whatever. We're making a little bit of progress. It is what it is. Now, like I said, this is also a tech video, so I'm gonna pause the video real quick. I get out. Let me see. I got about 2 or 3 products. I don't want to make it too long. Got about 2 or 3 products. So we'll get into a couple of products real quick, and we'll keep it moving. But before I get into that, oh shit, I gotta have a double shot. Hold up. Just thought about something. Now look, the other night, if y'all see my gram post, I was out in the city with the same cat that I was talking about with the McLaren from the other day. My boy John and my boy Leo and all the T-Motorceps. Niggas had the big Lotus out there. The niggas had the Lambos and the Ferraris and all the BMs and all that. And we decided to go to Times Square and just, act very niggerish out there in Times Square. And that's what we did. And we had fun. But when we was going out there too, we was getting it on the highway a little bit. Niggas was getting cute. You know what I'm saying? I had to eat a little bit of food. Whatever. It is what it is. But let me give a shout out to Team Motorceps. I do have the video now from Times Square. I wasn't recording on the highway and shit because my battery, I didn't charge my battery, I only had a little bit of juice, so I knew I only had enough for about 20-30 minutes worth of video, and I wanted to film the whole city. Let me know in the comments if y'all want to see that video. Now, I gotta say this. I did have my girl with me that night, and we was in the car. We was talking shit. We was having mad fun. So when I upload the video, I am gonna have to upload it with some music. You won't be able to hear all the loud revs and all that, all the exhaust sounds and all that, because we was talking about personal shit, and we was talking about niggas, of course. When you with your girl, you talk about niggas and shit. So we was talking about niggas that we know and shit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So I can't play the audio. You know what I'm saying? I can't play the audio or whatever. So I can upload the video. All of y'all cats that never been in New York City, never been to Times Square, never drove around with a whole gang of niggas and shit. If y'all want to see the video, I can upload it. I wasn't planning on uploading it because it was a lot of traffic that night too. But if y'all cats, like I said, if you've never been in the city and you just want to see how Times Square look on a hot summer night and the reaction of the people that's outside when you come through with a whole clique of 20 niggas in nice cars, and you want to see how the city reacts, then hit me up in the comments and I'll throw that video up. The cops, they was hating a little bit. The cops was hating a little bit, especially when we started revving up on the corners. Like, they would start hating a little bit because you're talking about a McLaren, you're talking about a Ferrari, a Lambo, the Lotus. You already know my shit is louder than all them niggas shits. So You know what I'm saying? It's mad revs, yo, and it's the city, so you got those tall skyscrapers, so you get that echo. So it was like, yo, it sounded like a helicopter, you know, landing right in the city. I don't know if niggas thought it was terrorist attack or whatever. Niggas thought ISIS was dropping a bomb on niggas. I don't know. But the cops was hating a little bit, whatever, so we didn't really get to stunt the way we wanted to stunt. But we did drive around, we did have fun, and it is a nice view of the city. So hit me up in the comments and let me know if y'all want to see that. Let's have another drink. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video, I'll turn the lights on, and we'll get into a couple of these tech products, and we'll keep it moving, all right? So, like I said, shout out to Team Motorceps, shout out to MSC, shout out to Higher Motorsports. We got another cruise coming up. I think Beamer Stock is, what day is Beamer Stock? I think it's September 23rd or September 16th, one of these days. But all of y'all cats from the New York area, if y'all want to have a nice cruise or y'all want to come through and check out a nice car show, come through the Beamer Stock. It's gonna be in Glen Cove and Long Island. It's gonna be crazy. All right, I'll when it gets closer toward the date, maybe next week's video after I read the comments for this one, I'll post the information or whatever. Oh, you know what? I want to do something else too. Let's have another drink before I even pause the video and get into the tech products. So what? We having fun. It's Labor Day. Y'all bitch ass niggas ain't got to work tomorrow. So, you know, when I say bitch ass niggas, I only say that because we friends. I call my boys bitch ass niggas all the time. I don't mean that in a negative way. So when I say y'all bitch ass niggas at home, y'all know what I'm talking about. All right. So the same way when y'all be like, yo, Floss, you a fool for saying this. We friends, so we can say that to each other. We just, you know what I'm saying, busting balls, all right? So all y'all bitch ass niggas at home, drink up, bitches. That's why I say drink up, bitches, because we all friends, yo. So don't be getting mad personal. Don't be catching feelings, and don't be getting butt hurt, all right? Before I get into the actual product, let's do a quick product recap, yo, because a lot of cats did hit me up in the comments. And they did want to know how did some of this shit work out. So let's do a product recap real quick. Like I said, shout out to the sweat rag, yo. Your boy getting it in. I'm having mad fun. Let me know if y'all having fun too. Let me know if y'all going shot for shot. We getting busy. Now what I did was, let me pull up this real quick. What I did was I went to my YouTube page and we'll just go down the line of the last couple of videos I did. So I'm gonna just put this on the table. Y'all don't need to see that because I'm gonna say what I gotta say right now. Let's go down the line, the last couple of products I reviewed. First off, the Hubbit. Now, if you didn't watch these videos, then you won't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But if you did watch the videos, then you'll know. The first product, the Hubbit Sink and Charge Station. Let me tell y'all something. I got that shit set up right now in my main office. Yo, this shit looks so crazy the way I got it set up. I ran all of the wires nice and smooth. I got like all the wires with those zip ties. Yo, when I do shit, I like to do it big. So I took all the wires, I ran it with the zip ties, cut the zip tie. So all of the wires are running nice and neat. It's just like a nice station. So when I come in, I can charge 7 devices at the same time. And that's what I do. I even pulled out my old school, first generation iPad I got. Either first or second. The old school one, I'm not even using it. But I just pulled it out just for, you know, just for decoration purposes. I pulled out that iPad, I got it charging up on the station, bonk. I got Bluetooth speaker, I got my phone, got my Galaxy Note 12, I got my headset, I got a GoPro camera that I keep on deck. I got a whole bunch of stuff. Now the GoPro camera I don't even really use like that, but I like to keep it charged up just in case some old terrorist attack pop off, some kind of crazy shit. I got a GoPro camera with a head mount. So anything pop off, I grab it, I can put it on my head, and then you get in the first person view, Call of Duty style, yo, you know what I'm saying? So if it happened to be an ISIS terrorist attack or some shit, like if it was like 9/11 now, shout out to everybody who was there, who, you know, did what they had to do. If it's some shit that's like 9/11, now I grab the shit, throw it on my head, and now later on when we sit in the back talking about it, you'll be able to see exactly what I saw. So I keep that kind of shit. So the Hubbit Sink and Charge Station is sick. I didn't connect it to my computer though. That's one thing I didn't do. Now you could connect it. You could stuttering ass niggas. Yo, you could connect it to your computer if you want and use it as a sink station. But I pretty much just use it as a basically charge station. So I got a bunch of device chargers on it. Just watch that video if you didn't see it. It's just the way that it looks. Like I said, my office, the whole theme is black, white, aluminum. You know what I'm saying? So everything is black, white, and chrome and glass. You know what I'm saying? So the way it looks, it just fits into the whole theme. It just looks mad boss sitting on my desk like that. The Hubbard is a go. What else? The Scud Blue Point power bank. Now, this shit right here, matter of fact, I got it right here on deck. This shit is actually cool. Now, I haven't used it too much. I just basically had it in my cars on, you know, for standby. But the thing I like about it is you can listen to music from the Bluetooth headset. That part I used a couple of times. I got stuck in traffic the other day. I left my LG Tone home. I had to make a phone call. I put this on. I pressed the wrong button on my phone and my Amazon came up. I didn't even know that you could listen to music from this. So you can listen to music from it. The good thing about it is if you leave this in your car, you'll always have a Bluetooth headset on deck. Alright, so sometimes I like to rock the LG Tone when I know that I'm going to be making phone calls, but sometimes I don't plan on talking to niggas real quick, so I don't really plan on talking to nobody for the day. So I'll break out, I'll leave the LG Tone home, because you know, you got to wear that around your neck. So sometimes I don't feel like wearing that around my neck. I don't feel like, you know I ain't going to talk to somebody, but if it's an emergency pop up and I do got to get on the phone call that I know is going to be longer than 2 minutes, because the average phone call I'm on is about 2 minutes. So if it's going to be longer than 2 minutes, yeah, then if I have this on desk, hold up. Did I hear something? Let me see. Did I press something? Let me look. Okay, connect mobile. Ah, yeah, you hear it. It's connected to my LG on the low, yeah. But like I said, you hear it? So it comes in handy. This is a 7,000 milliamp battery charger with a built-in Bluetooth headset. All right, so I forgot how much I paid for that, but whatever I paid for it, it was worth it. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna disconnect my G3 from it before I accidentally call somebody. Yeah, that's what it was doing. It was calling somebody. I pressed the button, it was calling somebody. All right, real quick. Now, when I say real quick, all right, just in case y'all don't know, when I say real quick means real long, yeah, all right? All right, so let's see. What's next? The G-Buzz. All right, the G-Buzz alarm clock. Let's have another one real quick. Why not? All right, the G-Buzz alarm clock. Now, that alarm clock is pretty basic, pretty standard, nothing too fancy. I actually ended up giving that to my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Because I really been using the Hale alarm clock, so I don't really need the G-Buzz one too much. You know, that one is cool. You know what I'm saying? It's on a scale of 1 to 10, it's cool. And what I mean by cool, that means it's alright. It's only $30 or whatever I paid for it, but it wasn't really nothing that's gonna break your pocket. But it's perfect for little kids because you set it up in their room, but you set it up a little distance, so when the alarm goes off, they gotta get out of the bed and shake it to turn it off. You know what I'm saying? Or press the snooze button, whatever. But you just set it up where they have to physically get out of the bed to turn it off. All right, so you set it up with a loud ass, you know, station, you know, Hot 97 or some shit, and the shit works. You know what I'm saying? So $30 for that. Not to mention, you know, it has that rubberized coating. Is pretty much shock proof. So if you accidentally drop it off the table or something, it ain't gonna break. $30 for the G-Buzz. Yeah, that was a win. Let's have another shot real quick. Why not? Y'all can see my skin is glistening. I'm back here sweating like a motherfucker, yo. But I'm having fun, yo. So that's what it is, yo. Alright, this shot right here. Who can we give this shout out right here to? Let's see. Oh, okay. I know a nigga. I know a nigga to give this shout out to. Yo, shout out right now to my nigga Michael from from Pocket Now. That's the homie right there for my dude Captain Two Phones right there. I was talking to him the other day on Twitter. That's a cool cat right there. I'm gonna shout out right now to Michael. I think Fisher is the last name. Michael Fisher. If I could be wrong, I could be wrong. But Michael, let's just say Captain Two Phones right there on Twitter. Y'all already know. That's the first time I seen that black phone shit. I watched it on the Pocket Now. I like Pocket Now. That's one of my dudes. I like that channel. I like that whole environment over there. So I'm gonna shout out to Pocket Now right now. Y'all know I don't be really shouting out too many niggas that be, you know, that don't reciprocate the love and all that. But you know what I'm saying? But Pocket Now has given me love in the past. So I'm gonna have a shout out to Pocket Now right now. Drink up, y'all, Pocket Now, bitches. Now, that's the only nigga I know from Pocket Now. I don't know the other niggas that work there or whatever, but whatever, yo. All right, What else? Oh, okay. The iPhone lighter case now. Now, this case right here is sick. A lot of people was hitting me up like, oh, they think this case is dangerous or whatever. It's going to go off in their pocket. Maybe I didn't explain it to y'all in the video. I should have broke it down a little bit more. I thought it was pretty much, you know, self-explanatory, but fuck it. Let's get into it a little bit deeper. When you pull this down, this is not a flame that comes out here, all right? There's no flame. Oh my God. Some of these niggas actually thought that this was a flame coming out of the case. No, it's not a flame. It's just a couple of wires in here. If you look close, the wires light up. All right. Now, you don't have to worry about this. People are like, oh, what happens if it opens in your pocket? Even if you were stupid enough to just put it in your pocket and something. Not say stupid enough. I shouldn't have said that. Even if you are noobish enough to put it in your pocket in some kind of way, not realizing that you have the case on. Because if you have the case on, you have to make a mental note that you have this lighter case on. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be wary about that. But let's just say you wasn't thinking about that and you put it in your pocket and it accidentally went like this. Now, this ain't that easy. This ain't that easy to open. All right, you got to physically pull it down and hold it down. All right, so even if you went in your pocket and it went like that, it got to stay down. All right, now you got to be wearing the tightest motherfucking pants on the planet to make this stay down in your pocket like that. You see, you can hardly hold it down with your thumb like that. You got to really dig into that groove and hold it down, and then it snaps right back up. So unless you're wearing the tightest pants on the planet, you're not gonna have to worry about this going off in your pocket. You're not gonna burn your fucking pockets. A lot of cats was hitting me like, oh, that shit look mad dangerous. Come on, son, don't be a noob, all right? Don't be a noob. It's not dangerous at all. This shit, I be having this shit every day and never went off in my pocket. Never. And if you know you got a lighter case in your pocket, you're not gonna put the shit in your pocket like this. You're gonna put it like this. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to put it where it's going to rub against the shit and get caught. No, you know you got a lighter case in your pocket. Put it in this way, yeah? Put it in this way. This way is going upwards, yo. You see? The arrows are facing down. Put it in with upwards, yo. All right, so don't do that. All right, so the lighter case, on a scale of 1 to 10, this case is a win, though, because it definitely works. If y'all follow me on the gram, I was posting mad pictures up in 5 boroughs. That's one of my favorite bars that I go to. I was using this that night. You see? Now, my hands are a little bit sweaty. But all you got to do is you hold it down. Those wires light up. That's it. When you see that light, that means it's heating up. It just heats up wires. All right? So there's no flame coming out of there. This ain't going to burn your pockets. All right? So this lighter case right here is a win. What else we got? The Entune headphones. All right, now this video, this could be another 4-parter, yo. I don't give a fuck though. This could be a 4-part video. Could be a 5-part video. Who knows? Who cares? I'm having fun. I don't put a time limit when I'm having fun. All right? Whenever I'm having fun doing something, I don't care what it is. If I'm going out partying, I'm going out drinking, I'm going roller skating or whatever, I don't care. I don't put a time limit like, okay, I'm only going to stay here for 30 minutes, then I got to break out and do something. No. When I'm having fun, there's no time limit. All right? I'm having fun until I'm not having fun. That's how I move out. So that's the same way I do these videos. I'm having fun and I'm talking shit until I run out of shit to talk about, or until I'm not having fun no more. When I'm not having fun no more, then that's the end of the video. Oh, let's go. All right. All right. What else? Let's see. We got the Monster Incredible, the Entune headphones. All right. Those Entune joints. Now, y'all see me do the Entune, the purple headphones? Gave them to my girl. Them shits was a win. When I rolled up on the set now, she already knows that 9 times out of 10, if I'm gonna buy her something, the least I could do is, you know, review it. You know what I'm saying? Because why not? You know, somebody else might want to buy one for their girl, and you know that's the kind of business that I'm in. You know what I'm saying? I like reviewing shit. You know what I'm saying? So she ain't gonna be like, oh, why you gave me this shit? They're already open. She ain't gonna say that. She already knows that if I'm buying some shit for you, I'm gonna review it first, because if I don't like it, then I'm not gonna give it to you. Like, imagine if I would have opened them shits up and they was whack and I did a video on them and they was whack. I ain't gonna turn around and be like, oh yeah, here goes some new headphones, and then she click on the video, oh, these shits is mad whack. I ain't gonna do that, yeah? So, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like me testing out your food for you before you eat it to make sure it's good. You know what I'm saying? So if I make dinner for you and there's a little bite out of the chicken sandwich, you know what I'm saying? There's a little bite out of the meatloaf, and you know, a couple of noodles missing from the spaghetti, that means I was just testing it to make sure. All right, so that's what it is. But when I gave it to her, The presentation was there, you know, because I put the shit back the way I found it, you know what I'm saying? The presentation was there, looked nice. The headphones sounded a lot better than the solos to her, because you see me test them in the video for yourself. You know, anybody, it's not just me, I'm not just talking shit. Anybody who plays the solos and then plays the end tunes back to back, they're gonna pick the end tunes, trust me. So, you know, she like all that fancy, purple, shiny, glossy shit. So when she seen them, she was definitely like, oh shit, yo, she was feeling them and shit, you know what I'm saying? So I got a couple of cool points that night. So that was a win for me. There was only $1 and some change, you know what I'm saying? So that was a win for me. So she definitely liked the Entune headphones. Like I said, fellas, if you want to get those 24Ks or you want to get some other shit, whatever you want to get, I don't care what brand you want to get. If you want to get some new headphones and you're worried that your girl gonna be like, damn nigga, you just bought this last week, you just bought that last week, just go out and buy her the Incredible joints. They're only $1 and some change. Buy her a nice funky color of the Incredible joints, and then buy yourself the 24Ks and be like, look, we got matching headphones, yo. She gonna be happy that she got the 24Ks. She not gonna be like, oh, you got the 24Ks and you only got me the Intunes. She ain't gonna care, yo. A gift is a gift, yo. Unless she's one of them chicks, but most chicks don't care. A gift is a gift, all right? So whatever, that worked out pretty good for me. Is it gonna work out like that for you? I don't know. All right, what's next? The Monster Superstar. Now, y'all see me review the Superstar. Matter of fact, I got one right here. The Superstar Portable Bluetooth. On a scale of 1 to 10, yes, that's a win. But the only thing I didn't like about the Monster, the Superstar, was the damn price, yo. Yo, now, if that shit would have been selling for about 80 to 100, I would have said it's dope. Because it does have a lot of bass. The build to it looks crazy. It does have a superior build to some of these other Bluetooth headsets, and this is waterproof. You can take this off if you want, but this has kind of like a waterproof, not waterproof enough to go scuba diving, but waterproof enough that if it gets wet, it ain't gonna break. You can lay it down flat or play it standing up. Yeah, this one was a go. Only thing I didn't like about that was the price, though. Even on Amazon, the cheapest you could get it for is $130, and on the website it's $150. So yeah, it's a little bit more expensive, but if you one of them niggas that's all into branding and, you know what I'm saying, you like to have the coolest shit that's out, you don't care if, all right, you got the Monster, the Superstars for $150, but somebody tell you that the Boss joint for $110 sounds better. You know, it sounds a little bit better. Some people don't really care about all that brand shit, you know, all that. Some people just want the best sound shit. But then again, some people want the brand shit. Some people say, nah, fuck that. I got the 24K headphones. I want the matching Monster Superstars. I want the matching Monster, you know, in-ear buds. You know, I want to keep all my shit Monster. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. The speakers a go. The only problem with it, I think it's about $20 to $30 overpriced. Whatever. But like I said, you know, most of these other speakers, they can't get wet. So, you know, you gotta factor in the whole big picture. You know, you get your jam speaker wet, it's done. You know what I'm saying? You get that tilt speaker wet, it's a wrap. So, you know, whatever, you gotta look at the big picture. Next, that M-Box M-Pal joint, yo. Now that one right there, that speaker is $50. Matter of fact, I got it right here somewhere. Yeah, this one right here. This one is $50. All right, and it sounds great. It almost sounds exactly the same as the Monster one, but it has better bass, but less treble. I don't know how to explain that too much, but the Monster one overall sounds better, but the M-Pal one sounds just as good, even has a little bit more bass, but it just doesn't have the sound is a little bit less. You know what I'm saying? So depends. Now the difference between $50 and $150 from Monster or $130 from Amazon. Depends what you're gonna use it for. If you're just using it for having on your desk at work and you're just gonna play some music, you know if you at work you can't play the music past 3 or 4 anyway, then it don't matter. Then you want to go with the cheaper one. But if you're using it for barbecues and you're using it for the dice game, using it for when you're playing dominoes and you're playing spades in the backyard, yeah, then you're probably going to want to get the Monster one or get the Tilt one or the Jam one instead of the M-Pal joint. Now, what I will do, I got, right now sitting in my house, I got another 3 or 4 Bluetooth. I got the JBL Charge Flip. I got two different ones from Loom Sing. I got another one. What's this shit from, let me look over here. I got some all-terrain, Tech Fresh, waterproof, rugged joint. I got another 5 or 6 Bluetooth speakers on deck.